Welcome to a DropTent Media production.
Hey, welcome to the Weekday Comics. I'm Dave Permiano.
And I'm Dan DePriel, and we're here to shoot the shit and talk the news.
All right.
Hey.
We're here. We're back. Another week.
This
Guest
is where
list
we
this
are.
week.
Fuck them.
We're riding
fuck
solo.
them guests.
I'm tired of featuring other people. When are we going to feature us? When are we going to make this about us?
How did you get into comedy? Fucking, no one cares.
Now we're back. I don't give
Yeah.
a fuck why you got into comedy, Dave. You don't give a fuck why I got into comedy.
Yeah, we just want some of your family members to listen, and hopefully they
Hopefully
like
my
us
mom
enough
is
that they'll
listening.
stay listening.
Yeah.
You've done your part. Get out of here, you fucking human garbage. We're done with you.
That's right. But I do have a statement I need to make prior to us beginning. This is very important. Just kind of with like the news that was going on, I just felt inspired to come out and tell my story. In the summer of 2021, Dave Permiano took me to a strip club where he forced me to get lap dance after lap dance. And I couldn't say no, even though I am a grown adult man, because I have no self-control. And Candy seemed like a nice girl who needed the money for college. I now realize this was abuse. Dave also on multiple occasions has mocked my weight, my size, and recent weight gain. And there may be several more instances on this podcast alone. Thank you. That is my story.
I apologize for nothing. I was hoping to inspire you to be better. Obviously, it isn't working. But it makes me feel like I'm your superior. And I'm okay with that. So I acknowledge your statement on that.
This bit is predicated on the fact that you have some sort of power in the Weekday Comics dynamic.
I hate that your fucking name is first on that ticket now. It doesn't seem like it should at least be a little bigger, my name, if yours is going to be first.
Or it should be called like Dave Permiano's Weekday Comics with Dan DePriel.
Yeah. And Dave Permiano. I want my name twice on there. Dave Permiano's Weekday Comics with Dan DePriel and Dave Permiano. Underlined and bolded.
Okay, all right. That's never going to happen. Not once.
I'd even have the two D's in your name, lowercase.
You're gonna drop the apostrophe just as a power move.
No, apostrophes are signs of weakness too. I want that in there. Fucking commit. Fucking push that name together.
Hey, listen, I can't do anything about it. It's the one I was fucking born with.
Yeah. Of April, right? No,
That's right.
but
well,
that
it means of April.
Of April.
Of April.
When's your birthday?
February.
Okay. See?
So, you know,
it's a dumb name.
It is what it is. It is what it is. I say, like August. I think I've said this here on the podcast before. If not, I'm having Deja podcast too. They named August after Augustus Caesar. They named July after Julius Caesar. They named a bunch of other fucking months after great Roman men. April, my month, was named after my ancestor.
I mean,
is that a true story? I don't know, but it sounds good, and you can't verify.
I'm a May, so there's like a run on women holidays too, like April, May, June, July, all broads, all old broads now.
Well,
at this
spring,
point.
you know, it's like womenhood, vitality.
Yeah, it's too hot to do anything. That's what women. But yeah, that. For those of you that don't know, what Dan said wasn't true. It actually is. It runs with an ongoing story. Which I would, so basically I was just going to say, good news, everybody. It's now okay to fat shame Lizzo.
Yeah, yes, this is an exciting development.
Yes.
For those of us.
We had like a party popper. Like,
yeah. Yeah, right.
We did it.
We did it. Now, yeah, Lizzo has exposed herself as a fraud. I
mean, she's fat though. That's not a bodysuit.
Yeah.
It's a different kind of fraud. Personality fraud.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Well, that's what I didn't get about that. It's like, how is she going to fat shame? I understand all the strip club stuff, but why she would do it and why the people would be offended. But like, why the fat thing?
Well,
Lizzo, your whole thing is you're fat and your dancers are fat. You have a show that has some cleverly like Lizzo in with the thick girls. Like your whole thing is like fat women. Why would you yell at them for being fat?
Well, that's what I was about to add. Because I never read stories. Obviously, headlines only.
Sure. Right. Yeah.
But was she shaming them? Like, is her goal to be the fattest one on like was she shaming them for getting too fat themselves?
Yes.
Or were they approaching her level of fat like
As
so
I
she
understand
wanted to be
It wasn't as if like she wanted to be the biggest like body on the stage. Like it wasn't like an alpha dog sort of thing.
I think it is.
I think I mean I hope that's the case. As I understood the
She
story,
wanted
I
them to-
did
yeah.
read this story, but you know, how much do I absorb? I don't know. But as I understand it, she yelled at them for getting too fat.
She wanted them to have 83% body fat to her 100.
I like the idea of Lizzo coming out with a chart.
Yeah.
like
the
you're
pa-
only 65%
Like a weight gap. Fucking
like making weight
For
means
her
a completely different thing on the Lizzo
I know.
tour.
Women usually don't have to deal with the wage gap. Like now she's
Now
dealing
it's
with
the
the
weight
weight
gap,
gap.
yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
yeah, I mean jot that down. We can do
yeah,
better.
yeah.
We can
Yeah,
do
no,
better.
we'll
But
find
it's,
something.
it's a place. It's nice to know we don't have to worry about it for the rest of the episode. If
Exactly.
it comes up naturally,
And
it
that-
comes up.
So yeah,
I
have
will
the-
tell you what.
go
Oh,
ahead.
go
Sorry,
ahead.
Jen.
No,
I was just
please.
I have the story pulled up whenever you need it.
Oh yeah. So a detail of the story which you would have missed not reading the headlines that I really have to give Lizzo some credit for. The more I read this story, the more I was against her on the fat shaming thing, because that's like a betrayal of like the very like foundation of your brand, right?
Yeah.
But the strip club thing, way overblown, way fucking overblown. Just say no. If you don't want to go to a strip club and your boss asks you go to a strip club, just say no. Just say no.
Honestly, the last 8 times I've been to a strip club, I didn't want to go to
Yeah,
a strip club.
100%.
Right.
It's fucking hard.
Just say no.
Yeah. I'm saying I've gone all those times.
Yeah.
I've said no and then gone.
And
Yeah.
right, and then you end up there. But on the way, like so, what they as we all know, Lizzo, there was some sort of act at the strip club where a stripper would put a banana in her pussy,
Okay.
and someone would eat the banana as it was sticking out of the stripper's
Oh,
pussy.
okay. I didn't know. I knew there was banana pussy eating. Those 3 words. I didn't know all the
Yeah,
details.
that's
Like
the detail.
if like the whole banana went in.
So apparently, I don't know. The reports I've read didn't go into detail on the act. If they peeled the banana all the way halfway, I would assume halfway, but and then you would eat the peeled half. That would be the part that's sticking out, and that there's no contact with the stripper, or as much as you're gonna get. In
It
that
doesn't brine
situation.
through the skin.
I don't think there's a marination process happening or anything like that. I think that this
I've
is
had
very
this.
much
I've had this in here for 4 days, waiting for your group to show.
No, I feel like this is very much a peel and eat kind of show.
Somebody call OSHA. Dude. You can't just be peeling that. Someone's gonna slip.
Hey. Ah.
OSHA's actually the name of the stripper that does the
Oh,
act.
is it?
Oh
nice.
man, that's a fucking Tuesday afternoon stripper name if I've ever heard one.
Please welcome OSHA, ladies and gentlemen.
She's dressed as a killer whale.
Yeah.
It's like I don't.
Okay, so the part of the banana you eat never actually touches vagina.
Correct, right. The vagina, as I can only understand this act to work in a way where the stripper isn't engaged as a prostitute, right? Because
Oh.
like they're walking that real fine line here, right? As a good stripper, of course, would between stripping and prostitution. I feel like
They don't. There is no line. It's that's just a negotiating tactic they have.
right. And the champagne room, these lines get even blurrier. But as I understand the sex act would probably have to work is they'd have to. Well, see, this is what I don't know. I assume it's not a full peeled banana because that's like yeast infection city. Like that can't be good. For
They're
the
not the
stripper.
most sturdy of fruits, so I feel like
right. That too.
that's not all the banana I put in there.
Right. If she wants to feel something turn mushy and useless inside her, she can go out with me.
Boom.
Hey. Anyway, that's so stupid. They ate the part of the banana that was like peeled out, the exposed
Okay.
part of the banana out of the exposed part of the stripper. But here's my favorite part of the story, the way that the plaintiffs or the people suing Lizzo are proving that Lizzo knew that this act was going to happen when she asked them to go to the strip club is that prior to going, she said, "I'm ready for my puss-tassium."
Puss-tassium.
Yeah, puss-tassium. And I feel like to appreciate it, I'm not going to do it, but you got to hear it in Lizzo's voice because it's even funnier in like a sassy black woman voice, you know?
I'm ready for my potassium.
Yeah, there you go. I'm ready for some potassium, girl. You know what I mean? Like, it's way
I'm
funnier.
glad I could so easily goad you into doing it by doing it myself.
I don't want to get on this tournament. I knew I would get in on it as soon as we started. As soon as I was baited to do a Lizzo impersonation.
Oh,
I'll tell you
man.
this. I'll draw my line in the sand, and I think everyone should be able to make fun of how any individual sounds. An
I don't
individual's
even know what her
voice
speaking voice. Actually, I guess
is
I saw
fair
her in that
game.
Star Wars episode, but I did not try to impersonate Lizzo at all.
An individual's voice is always fair game if it's an individual.
I did a generic black voice.
yeah,
I
that's
admit
okay. It was
full-
pretty close to Lizzo.
Well, that's not better on your end.
No, you're right. That was probably bad for me to say. I'm just trying to make you feel better. It actually sounded nothing like even a black woman. Really, it sounded like you with a sassy lilt.
A lilt. That's fair.
Yeah, I don't know, but I do. I feel like with an impersonation, any impersonation, the more accurate you are, simultaneously, the worse and better you are. Like, if you can nail someone's voice, you can get away with impersonating them and saying anything you want to say. But the closer it sounds, the worse it's going to be. Like for you, you know.
That's fair.
Now, why don't you bend over and put a banana in your ass? I'm gonna eat it out.
Let's do it.
The banana, I don't know why. I didn't even consider the peel when I was picturing this. I pictured one
like
of
a-
two ways: full in, ping pong ball tricked out or whatever,
Right.
and then you just eat that fucking puss brined banana, or you just dip it in like it's like a ranch sauce or whatever. And it's like, okay, and then
Puss
Yeah.
brined banana. I don't know. Write
Puss-
that down anyway. I don't think we're going to make that.
we have to spell it puss probably. But would you eat a puss banana?
That's a good question. Yeah, sure. Yeah, if
Hold
it's
on, just
presented the
let's
way
start this.
I have a girlfriend.
Dan, would you
so
eat
no.
a regular banana? Let's start there. I don't know.
Actually,
Not
that's a
dipped in
great-
chocolate.
That's a
Dan,
great
I'm
point.
not no
That's a
backup
great
dancer,
point.
yeah.
But banana is my least favorite fruit.
Okay.
I know you're looking at me. I'm a man with favorite fruits.
Listen,
It's
no,
true. I
yeah.
do have them. I've ranked every food. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've done it.
Yeah. No, bananas I do not like. Just
Gotcha.
generally, like offer me a banana, even if I was hungry, I'd probably say no because
Gotcha.
I don't like them.
Even flavoring?
But that's not what I'm in. I assume in this moment. That's why I'd have to. The caveat, of course, is like I wouldn't do it because I have a girlfriend. So if I'm eating any fruit out of anyone's pussy, it's gonna be one specific pussy that I'm in love with. Okay, and it's gonna be a fruit that I love, not a fucking
We
banana.
get it. She's
Okay.
watching.
Yeah.
We know.
Look, she is
What
our
the-
one live
what
view,
fruit-
and I have to say, I would never go to a strip club.
What fruit lends itself better than a banana?
Well, yeah.
I don't like. I like apples, but I'd be like,
Wait,
is that
no.
fucking weird? That had to feel weird for you.
Yeah,
right?
that
shouldn't
can't be.
have-
That can't be good.
That's not. It's got fucking engorged and lumpy and all.
Banana
the
is
wrong
obviously
places.
what you would pick. Like if you're, it's the most,
Yeah.
and a cucumber, right? The dick fruits, like an eggplant. That seems too big. I mean, I know that's the emoji, but
That's
And,
true.
you know, I'm not
Tough
trying
to
to get
eat
an,
out
right.
of a vagina. I'd
Right.
imagine you got to really have some chompers on you.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No, bananas are. Cucumbers are fucking gross. First of all.
yeah. Cucumbers are just gross as fruits as well. They're just.
I was
gross
saying if you
fruit.
had your option of just plain banana or puss-soaked banana. which
plain
one-
banana,
Okay.
probably
Dude.
plain banana. I would have to say.
I said,
Dave, you
okay,
didn't
that's
ask,
what
but I go puss banana every time. I know you didn't ask, but I think we know which side
Yeah,
of the thing we're coming
plain
down
banana.
on.
I'd go plain banana, but if I'm gonna go down on a girl, I'd rather she had a banana in there first.
Listen, I've
Yes.
I've been fooled before and going down on what I thought was a woman, but it was a woman with a banana in her pussy.
Oh, sure.
And I was fine with it. I liked
yeah,
it.
Yeah. You meet a girl on Tinder, she turns out to be a gorilla.
I don't know. This is
I
fun,
think
though.
gorillas just eat them with their mouths.
Dave is taking both of you sometimes are taking one statement very seriously. And I'm like, guys, we're talking about banana pussies. You know what I mean?
I mean,
Potassium.
So
yes,
we're
but they
saying-
have been blinked into reality
they
this
have.
week. So,
So-
you have to take it as seriously as possible.
half banana in, then it's peeled, right?
I assume it's peeled
It's
first.
gotta be.
And
Oh,
then
see, now this is what I think. Okay.
No, maybe it's part of the dance because if the stripper's good, she's gonna put it in and then peel it.
Yeah.
You know, and it's gonna be provocative.
Yeah.
You know.
I think that's the thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's, I mean,
I've never seen it. I've never seen anything like this. By
there's
the way,
kind
in
of something
strip clubs.
alien about it, though. Like she starts peeling it, and you're like, "This is kind of crazy
This
looking."
is weird. Yeah.
Yeah,
She
yeah.
peels it without her hands, which is the crazy thing. How does she do
Labia
it?
majora at fucking working hard overtime.
Exactly, Yeah, exactly.
Lizzo's crawling up from the side. You're like, Lizzo, get the fuck out of here! Jesus Christ, what are you doing?
Yeah. I
What do-
mean, listen.
Hey,
What do we think about these allegations? Like, I mean, I
They're
know we're moving
probably
off of it,
true.
Yeah,
yeah,
I believe
like
them. I
she
100%
denies
believe
them. She denies them. If I pull up here, like
She hasn't exactly been the pinnacle of
come on.
decency.
There
I have
we
my
go.
finger on the pulse of this story. So apparently they found on Twitter the date or around the date that this was alleged to
Because
have
there was a
happened.
sticker on the banana.
That's right. The Dole Corporation
They-
provided
yeah.
some records. We cross-referenced. She posted around the time of this concert pictures of her performing, and then she added at the end, "And we had bananas!" Exclamation point! Exclamation point! Exclamation point! Like goofy face emoji face. So. People are like, well, that was obviously around the time where you made, your not fat enough dancers
True.
eat. Maybe that was maybe they weren't fat enough, so she's trying to make them like eat more, like
Well,
an Italian
potassium,
mother,
you
like
need
any way that they
potassium
can.
if you're a dancer, because
Yeah.
so you don't lock up.
Yeah,
Potassium is great for you,
that's true.
but the delivery system is really what's drawing the attention here.
Yeah,
I don't know. I'm
backwards.
glad we can finally call, because she's been untouchable for so fucking long.
yes,
And
she
like
has.
I've seen videos of her like fucking dress up, ass out, twerking at like a fucking Olive Garden, and then people are like, she shouldn't be doing that at an Olive Garden, and then stop fat shaming.
Is that
Yeah.
the all-you-can-eat salad?
Ugh.
Oh, you can eat bananas.
Well, I think you meant tossed salad.
Yeah,
Actually,
I let the audience put two and two
eating
together.
butt.
But yeah, sure.
Yeah, so I'm glad we can finally call her, because she's been so untouchable. Like I'm
Right.
not big on fat shaming.
No,
I mean, sometimes it's funny.
if
like,
it,
I- But hey, if they're happy, let them be happy.
Despite the
Yeah.
bit in my thing, you're actually not. You don't take as many shots about like fat comics in general. Then it's an easy thing. You got to deal with a lot as a fat comic. No big deal. You're gonna get shots when you're coming on and off the stage to mark respect. But yeah, I noticed you're not normally. The really time I only remember you digging in on my weight was when you had to beat me at Iron Comic.
I didn't have to.
But you enjoyed it.
I had real jokes written.
I know that's why you won.
You poked. You poked the rancor, but
Ironically, poking the rancor is exactly what it looks like when my girlfriend and I have sex.
oh man.
We just lost that subscriber.
Arden and Bergia has logged out.
No, I think I mean, I'm not like in like the whole fat power movement to the point where I'm like gonna lie and be like, yes, it's clearly the healthier choice. I don't think if your doctor suggests that you
Yeah.
have to lose weight that he's fat shaming. But if you're okay with it, that's you.
Yeah. There's a lot of hysteria on both sides of it. The thing that I hate the most are people that just don't like fat people, like they don't want them around, and are like, I'm just concerned for your health. It's like, don't pretend
Yeah.
like you give a flying fuck about the health of other people or the strain on the healthcare system or whatever. You don't like fat people.
Yeah.
Just own it.
It's okay
not
to
like
not
fat
be
people.
attracted to fat people.
Yeah, that's totally okay.
I think they're missing out personally.
Hey, me too.
But yeah, I think because they got to be happier than, like, if I have to choose between being a health nut or a fat person, I'm going fat person every time.
I've seen it from both sides. I was a gym rat when I was younger,
Yeah.
and I still am. And being fat it sucks in a lot of ways, but like you got to go through enough shit when you're
Yeah.
fat. Like it's harder to live when you're fat. It just
Gesundheit.
sucks. You're hotter. You're heavier. It's stairs are everywhere.
But
you don't
hey,
think about. But
How would you rather die? Getting your neck crushed by a weight bar or whatever, or eating too many chicken wings?
eating too
I'm
many chicken. I'd rather
yeah,
choke on a
I'm
chicken wing than have my trachea crushed by
not
a
even
weight.
choking, just eating chicken wings into a coma or something.
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah, I 100% I would. Give me the diabetic coma, drift off to sleep, than the
Yeah.
I don't know, heart exploding on ephedra or whatever.
Yeah, I mean, I feel slightly better, more like when I'm thinner, but God, I love eating whatever the fuck I feel like.
Yeah, it sucks to have guilt related to eating. That's the one thing where these body positive people, these fatties, got to figure
Yeah,
out.
well, that's why I picked seasonal obesity. That's my thing. Like the second I'm like, ooh, I can cover it up with a hoodie.
Yeah, there you go. It's hoodie season. Time to start eating the cheesecakes. Yeah.
Fuck it, cheesecake.
Hell
That's
yeah.
not my. I have
What are you?
I have to have a celebratory time to start getting fat inaugural meal. It's not gonna be a cheesecake.
I've been trying to work on a joke for a long time about that. About like the premise is like, if you see someone that lost a lot of weight, don't ask them the same question they always get asked, which is how did you lose the weight? Because that story is always diet and exercise. There just isn't. There's Ozempic now, but other than that, there's like no other way.
The surgery,
Oh yeah, the stomach surgery.
getting a
too,
balloon
yeah.
shoved up your ass, and then I guess I don't. Is it deflate? Like, I don't know
I don't
how
think it
these
goes up
surgeries.
your ass. I think they just tie part of your stomach off or something.
No, they
But
shove a balloon up your ass.
I'm
Like not
sure.
a party balloon, like a sturdy, like one of those kids like that Chinese kid got. Not like
a
smaller
spy balloon, like a
smaller,
Chinese spy
yeah.
balloon up your ass.
Yeah, they not, but like a miniature version, like but the one that can withstand the elements. So they stick it uninflated up your ass, and then I guess they have a party clown on the other end, and then they just let it, and then you lose a bunch of weight a week later. So.
Shit.
I don't think that. I'm not gonna search for that.
I'm not a doctor. I don't
pretty
even know
sure
what
that's
you-
wrong.
I don't even know what you would search for.
I don't know how a balloon losing air out of your ass.
Wait, what's the surgery
makes you-
called?
well, that's a
I don't
lap
know.
band. That's a lap band
that's-
surgery is
that's where
around
they
your
tie off
stomach.
Your
Yeah.
stomach. Yeah.
they put a little band.
And that's you kind of hit on that with like a clown in there tying the balloon off. They do that in that surgery. I don't think they put a balloon up your ass though. I don't think it goes up. Maybe no, they cut you
Just
to
this,
do it.
the real life.
No scars at all.
Yeah, they cut you for the stomach surgery.
They already got the open. They already got the incision. It's called your butthole.
Why cut when you can just go right up? All right. I'm not a doctor, but I don't think that's right.
It's like Patch Bottoms or something. I don't know what you guys are doing. Like Patch Adams, like
yeah.
Patch Bottoms. Hi everybody, let's lose some
He's
weight.
not gonna honk his nose.
Yeah.
That's for sure.
I've never heard of that. That's interesting.
That's
It's-
wild.
It's science.
I'm
Is
gonna
this
go-
why you're sitting 3 feet up off the couch?
Yeah, I was gonna say. I'm gonna go to Party City this week, so if I look like I lost some weight next
Yeah.
episode.
It's been over a decade since I've had something put up my ass.
I'm sorry. As soon as you said that, I put up, what do you think? Let us know in the comments.
Lies.
What do
That'll
you
be the
think Dave
answer.
had up
10
his ass?
years bullshit.
What would you put up your ass?
That's
I
when
put
I
that
found out
cheesecake.
suppositories are like M&Ms.
Oh.
You can't just
You can't
eat
stop.
one?
Yeah.
Melting in your mouth.
But yeah, don't ask fat people how they lost weight. Ask them how they got fat in the first place.
Yeah.
That's a much
a
better
better
conversation, especially if they're already skinny. Then they'll be free. If you ask a fat person why they're fat, they might get upset. And
don't-
not a fat person like me, but like other fat people. But if you ask someone that's no longer fat, yeah, they'll tell you. They'll spill the fucking details. They'll tell you about eating a lasagna at 12 a.m. You
Ooh.
know.
Well, that's the reverse fat shaming, because that's the big thing now too. That's why I get annoyed by fat people, not the being fat part. The fact that they like idolize fatness to the point where they start shaming anybody who gets
Yeah,
skinny.
that's stupid.
Yeah,
That's stupid.
and that's why Lizzo was such a hero to them, because she's like the only one that was like, I'm gonna stay fat. Like this is who I want to, like Adele, Rebel Wilson.
Yeah,
They all fucking
they
turned
all
on
got
it. But
thin.
and they go after their choice of words, like, oh, I feel so healthy now, and then that's when they fucking
They go.
you're
after
you're fat shaming yourself. Or,
Yeah,
like, hey,
it's stupid.
yeah.
It's stupid. Like the idea that like it's okay to be like fat is good, but it's a little
Yeah.
stupid when you're like it's just as good. Like which is medically we know it's not. You can even think it's cooler. Smoking is cooler than not smoking.
Oh my god.
But it's still not healthy. No one's going around being like, well, actually, smoking is just another healthy way of
Yeah.
living. It's like, no, if you like being fat, you like the way you look, you like the way you live, that's cool. But don't try to create this counter narrative that somehow you're healthier. Yes, what fat people will do, these fat people will do, is they'll point to some skinny person that never does anything. And they go, I'm healthier than that person, and he's skinny. And you go, yeah,
That's
sure.
heroin.
Yeah, right. Exactly. It's like, yeah, that person's a fucking dirtbag. They don't do anything. That you can be fat and active, and you're probably better than a lot of inactive, skinny people. But don't start pretending that being fat is healthy. It's not.
I look fatness. It's in that same mold as abortion and suicide. like your body, your choice. Go for it.
Yeah,
if you
sure.
want.
Right. Yeah, right. Do whatever you want. It's. I mean, and it's.
Yeah.
It's. I have sympathy not only as a fat person, but like, it's the one thing that it's like your body only wants heroin. It needs food. Like all the other addictions are wants. I mean, they do become needs when you're like addicted to them. But
you can't quit cold turkey. Cold turkey.
Hey! Yeah, right. Yeah, you gotta fucking eat. So it kind of sucks that people that are addicted like a drug to the actual shit you need to survive.
But that's why all the healthy food tastes like shit. Like, so you have. It's being addicted to enjoying food more,
Right.
I guess.
Yeah,
That's
right.
why your dinner needs to turn into like one solitary piece of broccoli.
Right. But like that's why rich people are skinny, right? Because you can have
Put
a
the
full
balloon up your
palate.
ass.
Yeah,
Yeah.
put the balloon up your ass. You can experience great food and be healthy. You just need to be rich. You can't do that while poor. So yeah, right. If you're poor, you have two options: be skinny or enjoy what few moments in the day you can enjoy. You know,
Ramen or fast food.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I got to drive by a Wendy's every night I leave this studio. That's my struggle every time I come
Hey,
out.
there's
Good
fucking- yeah.
podcast, I want to celebrate. Bad
That's the
podcast,
closest
I
to-
want to eat my feelings. You
That
know?
Wendy's wafts up to my apartment. Fucking- yeah.
Yeah,
But
that's
what was it? Yeah. No, so that's basically the addiction isn't food so much as enjoying it. So does that mean, because like there's the people that try to lose a little weight, they can do a cheat meal. Are like the full blown food addicts not even allowed the cheat meal because that'll just spiral out of control?
I don't know. I can only talk about like what I do, which is like I'm definitely like an emotional eater. Like I'll definitely eat my feelings. That's probably what made me fat. Well, COVID really was the opportunity of COVID hitting and not.
What were
being
you?
able to
What
go.
were you number wise before COVID?
I was still chubby, but I
Okay.
wasn't like fat. I was like around my like normal weight where I look normal. I don't operate very well skinny. I look weird. My good weight's about like 175, 180. I'm 5'7", 5'8". So that's a little chubby, but I look good. Like I was living around between 200 and 210 for years, and then COVID hit, and now I'm like up above 250. So yeah. It's
Okay.
bad. I gained a lot of weight over that week. It was a bad year for me. But you know,
Yeah,
it's I
they
can tell you
announced
what happens.
COVID's over, by the way.
I know,
mean, yeah,
but I'll
snap
tell you
out
what's
of it.
not.
No.
I'll tell you what's not over. Wendy's. They're still doing that.
Yeah, no, Wendy's has sucked since COVID, though.
Yeah, that is
The
true.
one near me, it's supposed to stay up until 1. I fucking drive by there at 10 some. Like,
I'll
"No,
tell you
we're
what-
out of food.
Chipotle falling to pieces probably has spared me like 5 or 6 pounds. I'd probably be a little heavier if
There
like
you go.
if Chipotle like didn't completely fall apart as an organization during COVID. But yeah, I don't know. I feel like the problem is it's like your body. If you're a fat person, I won't say for me, my body wants to shut my metabolism down. It wants to be fat now. So it like when I was skinny, when I was working out all the time, my body would send me cravings and I would just listen to them because I would be like, well, I'm running like 5 miles a day. It just wants what it wants. It wants mac and cheese. Well, now my body's like, I want mac and cheese and I still want it, but it's like, I'm not running, but the craving is still the same. So it's like it's about willpower. It's about saying no, but like, that's the one thing that sucks about being fat. It's one of the only things where your lack of willpower shows. Like it takes decades for that to show if you're a smoker. It takes decades for that to show if you're a drinker, unless you're really, really like way off the wall.
Yeah, you're the problematic one.
Right.
Yeah.
And so when you're fat, that shit shows. Like you wear the culmination of your bad decisions around all the time. So
I'd say, yeah,
kind
I
of
mean,
sucks.
everybody's got their tells, I guess. But then, yeah, I mean, I dated a heroin addict and didn't know.
There
but
you
that
go. That's
also-
interesting.
I just don't pay attention to people like other people do.
You just thought she liked belts?
I just enjoyed that there was someone that just wanted to fucking chill on my couch, not be taken anywhere.
And look at your spoon collection.
Yeah. It's like, just save me one for my morning cereal. I wash my spoon every day anyway. I have
There
a
you
whole
go.
fucking drawer full of them.
There you go.
Use all of them.
You're
I
just like
don't
a girl
care.
who will nod when you're talking.
I loved it. No, like so I could just stay home and fucking watch movies and play video games.
Yeah,
but
there
I'm
you
not a
go.
loser on a Saturday night because I'm doing it with a chick kind of passed out next to me. So it's like,
I literally
oh, that's
nothing you could do
yeah.
could make you a loser. She's on heroin. Get your fucking life together. Who are you?
That's a cute date night, though, is what I'm trying to say. I'm not being a fucking loser sitting at home watching movies and playing video games. I'm
yeah.
having lovely date night. I know. Then she kicked it, and it fell all. It just. We couldn't keep up. I couldn't keep up with her. After.
Oh, she kicked it. She kicked the habit.
No, well, yeah.
She kicked her drug habit, not like kicked it. Like
No. I hope not. No. She's fine. She's actually she's
cleaned-
doing great right now.
She cleaned up
Yeah.
and realized the second thing holding her
Oh
back
my
next to
God, yeah.
heroin was you.
Just like, well, no, like fuck. I'm being worn down. She wants to go out to restaurants and shit.
Trying to get her re-addicted to heroin.
Well, I wouldn't do that. So but I thought about it. I thought about it long and hard.
You know who hasn't been around lately? Rico. You should call him. What's he been up to?
Good old heroin, man.
Trying to pitch yourself as kind of her heroine.
that's
You're
what-
like, don't
that's
you
what
want to
you
do a little
really-
date, Primiano?
You want to date heroin, not her.
Like, yeah, I know he said we were gonna go like out to dinner. Why don't we just go over to Spider's house just to see what's up?
I know. I'm like the only person that loves heroin that's never done heroin or whatever. But I think she's doing great.
You've never dated a black girl. You have dated some black tar, right? Some China white. You've got some diverse dating in your history.
Sure. Speaking of black people.
Yeah, thank you for picking it up. I was trying to slowly steer this ship towards
steer
what I
the
wanted
ship.
to- you
Because
got it.
they were on boats.
Yeah,
Oh, I mean, like this. Not they were on boats.
Whoa,
Isn't
hey,
there?
yeah, I
I'm
know.
talking specifically this weekend.
We're
Let's
talking
talk-
specifically about the specific black people on the specific boats that are making the news, right?
That's true.
Yeah. Well, you want to intro this one?
Yeah. Okay. So apparently, Neil's bringing it up now.
Yeah. And you'll
a
want to see
black
this if you
security
haven't.
guard tried to have a bunch of white people move their schooner. I don't know what kind of boat it was.
Some kind of speedboat. or
Yeah.
something.
So like a real ship could pull up and
Yeah, it was like a riverboat.
Yeah. Oh, a riverboat. That's it. And they didn't want to move their boat, so I guess he moved the boat for them.
Oh yeah.
And then they all, 8 of them, like ganged up and started beating up this guy.
Really kicking the shit out. of him.
Yeah. And then every black person in the vicinity jumped in, and it was it was overwhelming odds.
It
And
was great.
Yeah,
It was like
good to
justice.
see. Yeah.
It was justice being served. This was great. I think that everything about this story, it makes me happy. It's like what you want to see. It's like what you want to see on those videos. Like you always see these fight videos, and sometimes the person you want to win wins, sometimes the person you want to win loses, and it's like usually over. But very
yeah.
rarely does it become like a feel good, like come together moment.
My favorite was the guy coming in with a chair.
Oh my God, he is a hero. Well, he like everybody, he got caught up in the moment, right?
I'm not even going to say that.
You think that it was okay for the chair on the ground?
He hit an old lady with a chair, and I was so happy to see this. Let me explain. All right. Because old ladies are usually sacrimonious. That's not the word I'm looking for. But, like, if you just saw an old lady sitting on a bench knitting a little hat for her grandchild, and someone came over and hit her with a chair, it would be
horrific.
terrifying.
It would be hilarious.
It would be the worst. That's what I'm saying. It would be slightly. There are some slightly hilarious tones to
Yeah.
watching an old lady get hit
yeah.
with a chair.
And when he hits her the first time with the chair when
Yeah.
she's standing, hilarious.
Exactly.
It's only when she's on the ground and he hits her again that you're kind of woken up to the reality of like, oh, that is a woman.
Yeah, but if it's an old
Shouldn't be.
woman, if it's just an old woman not bothering anyone, the horrifyingness of it eclipses the hilarity of it. Like, fuck. I mean, like, you can imagine, like, my tooth fell out. Like,
Right.
I shit my bloomers.
Right.
Or whatever.
Right. It's something
like,
that's
oh,
way
that's-
funnier in
yeah.
theory.
Nah,
than in
that person
practice.
needs the death penalty. He just hit a fucking
A woman.
defenseless old lady with a chair. So if it's an old lady that deserves it, then you can just fully appreciate the moment. Like all the horrifyingness of it is gone, and it's just a hilarious old lady getting hit with a chair.
Is it? I don't. It's because this is a
Yeah,
guy.
That's
it
a guy.
looks
No,
like.
he hit a few people. with
Oh,
the
yeah,
chair.
he
He was the guy who came in with the chair. And
This is
he was
this is
just
a
dealing
great
out
shot
damage.
of
Oh, it's great.
just.
See, I think it's that woman. He gets her again when she's like sitting
She's
down.
like wearing a green dress. Yeah, he gets her. A few,
he
his form is
bashes her good.
God. The form. Yeah, he gets it right on
It's
the
Stone
right.
Cold Steve Austin form. It's a
100%.
really nice, good job.
100%.
Yeah, you're waiting for him to definitely do a wrestling move. I loved it. Yeah, it's great.
I also like there's a detail in the beginning of the thing where the guy who originally gets jumped, it's like he kind of can see that it's about to go down, and so he takes his hat and just throws it straight up in the air, and it just disappears.
Right.
And it's like, in that moment, I don't give a shit. Like, I would never obviously be in that situation, but even if I was in a fight where I was like in the right, in that moment I would be done. I'd be done. If I was like, that guy has just done the most unexpected thing to start this fight. He just thrown his hat up for no reason. That would inform me that other unexpected shit is going to happen in this fight. And that's exactly what happened. Some guy comes swimming
True.
from the other side of the... I think he jumped off a boat. I think he saw it from a boat, jumped off the boat, and came swimming. He's now known as Black Woman, I believe.
There's he's got a few Scuba Gooding Jr. I
Oh,
saw.
that's good. I haven't heard that one. Yeah, that's good.
Shaquille O, like Seal or something like
Oh,
that.
yeah, okay.
Michael B. Phelps, I saw was pretty good. Yeah, the hat thing. I guess you're right because if you could see, I'm someone that has an attachment to a hat.
Same. I'm a
I
hat
have this
guy.
old. Yeah.
It's right there, always in the picture. you
Yes,
know,
this
that-
thing is just well aged. You can tell that I've hung on to it. So yeah, I respect a hat too much. That's
Right.
why I'm like, oh shit, this guy doesn't care what the fuck happens to his hat.
Right. I mean, he threw the hat at the docks. There's many places that
Yes.
could land where the hat's no longer wearable. It's done.
Although, yeah, unless he knew that all those people, like someone, oh, I'll get his hat for him.
Yeah,
Like,
that
so his
could've
hat won't get damaged in the scuffle.
maybe one of the billions of people filming caught the hat, perhaps. But
So this was a full-blown race war, though. Like, would you, as a white person who was like, hey, that black guy needs defending, would you join all the other? Because would you be
I
worried
would
that
join-
you would get punched?
I would join early. Right?
Okay.
Like when it was like the odds were not on the favor of the guy who was getting beaten up. I would join early because then it would be easy to distinguish who I was. But by the end in that melee,
Yeah.
fuck no. A, the guy's got plenty of backup. And B, if I go down there, I would not fault anyone on my side from just cold cocking me, being like, look at him. He obviously
Yeah.
didn't move the boat. Like I would not fault someone for looking at me and thinking that. So no, I'm staying the full
On your
line.
side, I'm on
yeah.
your side. Yeah, no, we know, but you look the way
But like,
you look.
come
so
on,
why?
yeah, right? Like, I
I'd be
get it,
like,
I
I
understand.
have stipulations. Like, I will fight on your side, but I need to be treated like a 12-year-old girl in a mosh pit.
Right.
Just
yeah,
like-
yeah.
Like, I will throw punches at the right people, but I need 3 of you just, yo, hold
Right,
back,
he's
hold
cool.
back.
He's, stop. He's cool. He's cool.
Can one of you
Yeah.
put Dave up on your shoulders?
Yeah.
Yeah,
just
yeah,
to
yeah,
keep
yeah,
him safe.
I want to see.
Yeah, I mean, like, I one day want to be invited to the cookout. I don't think I'll ever be invited to the dockside brawl. You know what I mean? I don't think I'm that with the culture. You know, I just,
Yeah.
I mean, I'm up for it.
yeah.
I just don't think I'm going to get invited. You know?
I told you guys we had guests. We had Alex Perlman on the app to it'll be dropping next week or whatever. But he went deep, and he was just like, actually, I like went too deep, and I realized that like this dock was actually used to transport slaves. Like slaves would
Oh,
be coming
shit.
in and shit. The
Makes
riverboat,
sense.
they're coming. Yeah,
I mean,
like,
it is
shit.
Alabama, right?
Yeah.
So
Alex went viral on with his take on that. Actually, I just
he's-
saw
yeah.
it. He's
Everything he does goes viral
I
at this
know.
point.
Yeah, he's
He's-
great. He's
yeah.
very funny. That's why we got to have him on. Alex Perlman.
Yeah, fuck.
We'll get you on.
We like you, but
don't
it
ask.
is strictly opportunism.
Yeah, but
Crazy fight.
it is an insane fight.
That initial fight, like that initial punch. Did you guys feel that this punch that I'll pull up right now?
Well, he
go
threw
get-
the hat after that punch, so he was
Right.
still
Totally, yeah.
Yeah.
But
and that's Jim Gillespie standing
Yeah.
right there next to the
over
fight.
there. Yep.
That's
Where-
why he couldn't be on this
That's
week.
right. He
He's
has,
been
like-
arrested in Alabama for hate
Sorry, I
crimes.
gotta go boating in Shreveport.
Yeah. But this punch does not start the fight that I think does happen later. Like, I first saw that punch and I was like, oh, all right, we're going to have like a tiny little scuffle and then it's going to be broken
I think the fight really kicks off when the dude bodies the black guy, gets a couple shots in, and it's starting to shape up to be a fair fight.
Yeah.
They're squared off, hands are up, and then I think it's that dude in the salmon shorts that's getting pulled off there.
Yeah.
He just comes up and like side bodies the black guy.
Right.
And then it becomes a full on, they're jumping him. And then at that point, all bets are off and they deserve everything they can get. If they had just kept it to be a fair fight and the black guy got his ass kicked, I mean, the white people were assholes from the start. Like, they wouldn't move their boat. But, like, hey, it's a fair fight.
Yeah,
you lost,
it goes from
but jumping a guy
here to, like, here, and then it just gets bananas. It's just, you're just like, what the
not
fuck
a great
is
adjective.
full circle.
Yeah, not a great adjective, by the way.
No, I meant in a pussy. No.
Okay,
I meant in a
okay.
pussy.
All
It
right,
went bananas in a
there we
pussy.
go.
Yeah.
That's our full circle moment.
Yeah.
Some potassium.
And then you got
happening
somebody swimming
here. This
in.
guy,
that's-
also, I have to appreciate that, like, that those racist white people did the one thing they did not expect was a black guy swimming up in
Oh shit! It's one of those moments in the movie. They're like, they cross a river, and you're like, he can't get over here.
They can do that. Yeah, right. Fucking racist asshole.
You said that guy's already got a publicist now, or whatever.
Yeah. So, all right, I was
Milk
I was
the shit
against.
out of it.
So I first heard that one of the people involved in the fight on the dock worker side had contracted a publicist, and he was the only one that had been identified in the original stories because he's the only one who was out there giving his name out willingly. And then I was like, oh, fuck that guy. What a pretentious asshole trying to capitalize. Then I realized it was Michael B. Phelps.
Yeah.
And I went, makes sense. Seize your moment. You're a
Hell
hero. Yeah. Fucking.
It's same as the fucking, like the Waffle House girl from back
Yes,
in the day. They got a chair
100%.
thrown at
That's
her.
exactly who I was thinking of when this went down. I was like, fucking make it a thing. Seize the day,
Yeah.
you know?
Get your talk show circuit.
100%. You
Yeah.
did a heroic thing.
Yeah.
You
Sell a shit ton of T-shirts, and then just take all the fucking money and run right before it's about to
fucking buy
Yeah,
buy
once
a
that 15
shrimp boat with your friend.
at minute 14.
Yeah.
Fucking just be like, peace.
Yeah, all of us should have just like TMZ on dial, just in case we catch some crazy shit on our phone or whatever, and just
Yeah.
immediately call them after. Yeah,
Yeah,
you're absolutely right.
And the TMZ Alabama offices.
that's right. And I mean, like, try that in a small town. You know what I mean? This is not what Jason Aldean expected when he was singing that song.
But this is Montgomery. This is the only town you've heard of in Alabama.
That's
so
true.
that's
Yeah.
true.
So I guess in Alabama, relatively, this is the big city.
Yeah. Hey, Riverboat, stop over serving whites on that fucking boat, dude. He's blacked out. Like, you
Yeah.
can tell from his punch. He is like, yo, dude,
Oh,
you're fucking
100%.
hammered. And the fucking coward who is his friend who's standing off the Jim
Such an
Gillespie
asshole.
off to the side.
Yeah.
Grab that dumb asshole.
Right.
Grab him like, yo, wait. Like
Dude,
just
that was
stands there.
That was another thing I took away from that. All of those people, the white people, are bad friends. Like,
Yeah.
nobody lets their friend do that.
Yeah.
Even if you think the person is in the right and he's like legitimately aggrieved, you don't let, like, as soon as the friend. I remember, like, in college. A friend of mine, scumbag, and later we grew apart, so it's not somebody I associate anymore with. But he's one of those guys that was like an asshole, but he was like your asshole in your group, so you kind of like liked him, even though you knew he sucked. He was getting into this like shouting match out in front of where he lived with these black guys, and it was just a shouting match. And I remember my friends were like tooling up to be like, I think this might come to like fisticuffs. We're gonna probably have to like help him. And then of course this fucking asshole bigot, I didn't realize, start shouting slurs, and all my friends were like, nope.
Yep.
And they all walked back inside. He got his ass kicked, and he came back and he was like, why the fuck didn't you defend it? And they were like, are you a fucking idiot? No.
Yeah,
Like, there's no way we wanted to or would help you in that situation. And I feel like it's all those kind of
So he
people.
moved
in
to
this.
Alabama.
Yeah, right. Exactly. I feel like it's these kind of people where it's like none of those guys were willing to do the right thing, which is let whoever was the racist motherfucker get their ass whooped.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah,
I
Alabama-
imagine some of those guys they're probably all racist, but probably some of them weren't acting crazy.
Right.
And they just jumped in because it's like, oh, it's my friend and I'm going to fight. It's like, you're going to get your ass kicked over what? Your racist, dumbass friend that probably deserves to get knocked the
Well,
fuck
there's
out?
signs outside of Alabama that say "Leave common sense and decency behind before you pull into
True.
our
Yeah.
state." Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, so it's just bad people getting what
Ala-
they deserve, you know?
Alabama's a sunshine state, pretty much at the same. It's a fucking terrible.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah.
that's, I think, why I think everyone's gravitating towards this, because it's like very rarely do you get to see like people communally come together to give assholes what they deserve. You know?
Dude, how funny! Like your story, your friend in that fight. I just keep picturing like a Marvel Endgame, but then like right before the big fight. Right? Is it Endgame or the next one after that? Right before the big massive fight
yeah.
that just Captain America just drops a couple ends. Everyone's like,
yeah.
"You!" They all
Strange
just
opens
retreat.
the portals. They
They're all
back
gone.
through.
He turns
yeah,
around.
Yeah.
These fucking Wakandians.
Just says
Can I
something.
say that? Can I say that?
I don't know.
I'm
you
not
said
sure.
it though. That was
I'm
Dave
not
Primiano
sure.
who
Yeah,
said
right.
that.
That's
So
right.
we're gonna slowly back out of the room.
I mean, it has been like elevated to like
It has
a real
been.
place.
Yeah, that's the
in our
problem.
minds.
Right.
And, like yeah.
Yeah. You could say like fuck any other. You could say fuck
Sokovia.
like Sokovia, right?
Yeah.
And nobody would give a fuck. Wakanda has taken
And you
on
know
a
what?
little
Fuck
more.
Sokovia.
Yeah.
I actually mean it.
100%. Yeah, and if any Sokovians have a problem with that, fuck you. You're
Yeah.
trash people.
We'll throw a kamikaze person into one of your.
Sokovia is Eastern Europe, right? Well, Eastern Europe, we can just
some
make fun. We
kind
can
of
say
fucking-
anything we
yeah.
want about the Eastern Europeans. No one's looking out for them.
It's just
you
an
know?
amalgamation of all the worst parts of all of them.
I just think it
Just-
tracksuits. Yeah.
Just Putin. He's
Yeah.
the only one
Well-
looking out for him, unfortunately.
The ultimate Sokovian.
Yeah.
Captain Sokovia.
Oh shit.
Christ.
Funny enough, most of the people in this fight drove an Accord, like the Soviet Accords. So,
Oh.
yeah, that was a good. This fight was
Yeah.
great. I mean, it was like it was everything you wanted in a fight. You know, just when you think that poor guy's getting his ass kicked, fucking everyone, they're ready to fight the boat. The people are on the boat. Like
Yeah.
when the reserves come in, when the cavalry rides in, and they like pull them off the boat to fight them. Amazing.
You guys want to
Grand
give
Theft Marina. Fucking.
Grand Theft Marine? It feels like, yeah. I mean, I don't know. When I'm dressed the way these people are dressed in flip flops, I'm not gonna fight just on principle.
100%.
I just don't. I just like, dude, I'm on flip flops right now. We're not fighting.
100%.
I
I
just
mean,
shut
I'm
it
right
down.
here. I come in peace. I'm wearing pastel
Yeah.
shorts, just like Jim
Right.
Gillespie up there. So
Yeah,
I'm not
yeah.
trying to fight anybody. I'm here to.
Well, I think flip flop needs to be banned anyway.
Yeah.
I mean,
Did you know,
But a
Matt?
dock,
People.
I feel like a dock is one of the few places you would
No,
expect to find.
you
a
could
flip-flop.
wear fucking shoes on a dock. Flip flops are for sand.
Boat
They
shoes.
fucking your gait's too weird.
Yeah,
with
like a
I
boat
tried to
shoe's
wear
probably more
shoes on the beach. It's not a good. It's too wobbly a walk. I don't know what about flip flops is a balancing act on sand. Other than that, though, cover your fucking feet. I don't need to see that shit.
Yeah, I generally agree. I generally am a shoe wearer. I very rarely wear flip flops. I'm really fucking feeling like a bag of shit if I'm going out somewhere in flip flops.
Yeah, like trying to be
As
romantic.
well, you should. See, that's the appropriate thing.
Yeah, I still do it
Your
sometimes.
feet should not
but
be exposed to other people.
Yeah, I wouldn't do it.
Yeah,
Exactly.
even walking up to like I think of a moment of like walking into the beach house to have sex with your girlfriend, and all you hear is that clip, 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 flop, flop, flop,
Yeah.
flop, 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 flop. You're like, yo,
Yeah.
girl, you're gonna get it tonight. You're like, yeah, okay, big guy, all right.
Um,
Not good.
That sound should.
So I guess I don't need to ask you guys where you stand on flip flops on stage.
I'll tell you.
I refuse to laugh. I've told comics. I was like, I
believe
didn't
that.
even fucking hear your jokes. I was just burning with rage, staring at your gross fucking feet.
I've seen you say that about shorts, and I agree with you about that.
There are sometimes. Okay, I mean, one time I remember there was this. He's got like a really fat head, so I assumed that he was just gross all throughout. But he wore shorts on stage, and he had really fucking strong-looking calf muscles, and I was
Okay.
just thinking. I didn't hear a single joke he said. I was just staring at
Staring
those
at his calf.
illustrious calf muscles that didn't fit his pudgy fucking head at all.
Okay. Yeah.
It's like, yeah, so cover it
We
up.
we
Don't-
should get Rob Stant on this podcast. Is that who you're
That's
talking
not
about?
who I was talking
He's got
about.
very
He's
shapely
a-
legs. He looks like a little chubby boy, but he
Well,
works out.
he's got fucking weird tattoos.
Yeah, he
those
does.
are-
He looks hard when
But he
when
takes
is
he
wearing
takes the crap
shorts.
seriously. He doesn't wear shorts on stage.
No,
does
he doesn't. I saw him at a burlesque show where he stripped though, and he was hilarious. And yeah, he was exposed his bottom, well, not his bottom half, but he was wearing underwear. He's covered. He's like all tatted up from the knee down. And
Was he
then, like-
banana hilarious or just? probably.
Nah, he was like grapes hilarious.
Okay,
you know
got
what I
you.
mean?
Okay.
No, he actually that night I would have put the whole banana in.
Oh.
It was a very good set from him. Who was it? Now you got to name names. Who's
No,
calves?
I would never.
You're never publicly
I
compliment.
would never
another
publicly
comedian's
compliment
calves?
another man's calves,
That's
especially
fair.
since I talked about how fat his head is.
All right, that's fair.
I was just
accept
saying
that.
it's just unnecessary distractions.
Yeah, agreed. Just
I will not say if I see your feet, if you have normal fucking legs, then I can get by it. I don't want to. You
If
have
you
to
have normal
fucking
legs, you're
elevate your
probably not a comic.
performance that much higher than your legs.
yeah, agreed. You got to overcome it. I feel like
And I don't
anything
think-
that you're
yeah.
doing that's non-traditional on stage, from like sitting on the stool to wearing shorts,
Mhm.
you have to own it and earn it.
And
by
I
being
don't
funny.
think there's a level of funny that can get me past seeing your feet.
feet.
I hate
Interesting.
feet. Yes.
Okay.
I feel like crowds only get how seriously we're taking this. I feel like they only get it. Be like, listen, if the president came out for a speech and just had high pink shorts on, you'd be like a little distracted, right?
Yeah, 100%.
Pretty distracted. You're like, okay, well, imagine it happening at a lesser level.
Yeah.
Maybe not Obama, but these last two fucking
No,
look
I
like
get
they
that.
had
Yeah.
gross, veiny fucking legs.
100%. Varicose vein city, you know?
I kind of want to see Obama's legs. Bring
Oh,
him
yeah,
up.
let's
I'm
bring 'em
sure
up. Let's bring 'em
Obama's
up.
legs.
Are something we
Let
can
the-
look up.
Let the audience in on it too.
Oh, yeah,
Obama's legs.
Obama's. That's there we go. That's the title
Obama's
of
legs.
the title.
Oh,
of
here we go. Look at these
Oh
stems.
hell yeah!
Look
That's-
at
that's
these
a-
bad boys.
He stays
Oh,
active.
That he cuts a
look
presidential
at
silhouette.
these.
This
We
motherfucker
got it
is
nice and
just
big.
like-
Oh,
I have some problems with the way he ran things, but holy shit! Like as a president, you
Everyone
can't find a
be
better looking
quiet.
president than that. That guy, you could put those calves. Forget like a presidential bust. Let's just get his calves.
Yeah.
Like
best
statues
knees
of
we've
his-
had, I think.
100%.
Probably the best knees we've had.
Oh yeah, the way that guy plays ball. I mean, like nobody can play. No one can ball like him.
We're getting into a place.
No, well, no, not like
I'm pretty
that.
sure
just
the
saying he
Secret
really
Service
plays-
let him win, but still, he was active. And
Yeah.
it shows. It
Yeah,
shows.
100%.
It does.
All
Yeah,
right. I think it's
absolutely.
news time.
It is
Yeah, I
news
think it is.
time.
Yeah,
We
that's-
write extra jokes when we
Let's
don't have a guest.
Do it. Oh, yeah, that's right.
Shit, you're talking news. Shit, you're talking news. News. Talking news. We're here to shoot the shit and talk the news.
I think we're back.
Yeah.
I
Oh,
think
we are. That's
the-
what they end. That's what the palm means.
your hand didn't change from. It didn't change. It's just been held up. Don't fucking lose your shit again.
I knew. I
won't
got,
pay
I
you
got
to
it this
lose my
time,
shit
Neil, so
again.
that's all
Yeah.
I'll say. I'm not interested in defending you, but I
Don't lose
understood
my
what you were
shit
doing.
again. Oh, thanks for that.
got you,
I love you.
Oh
buddy.
yeah, and I have to introduce it. That's what
Yeah.
we're waiting on. I was like, "What the fuck are we waiting for? Read your thing. These are the news."
Sorry to do a hand signal.
That's right. The hand signal means I have to do something, and I forgot. Welcome to the news section of the show. As many of you probably already know, Dave and I do not confer on the news stories that we are reading or writing jokes on. I've not heard any of his bullshit. He has not heard mine. If we do a joke that is on the same news story, we will have what's called a joke off. We are currently tied in the joke off, so the
True.
stakes have never been higher. You guys, as the audience, can vote in the comments on which joke in the joke off you like better, and that will help one of us establish dominance.
Or if
once and
they're
for all.
not doing that, which they never have yet,
That's okay.
maybe because I started us a Reddit page,
What?
so maybe I can start putting them on there once
There
I
you go.
figure out how to do Reddit,
Okay.
which I don't know how to do
I-
right now.
Basically, somebody says something, and you go, "You cunt! You don't know what you're talking about,"
Okay.
and then it proceeds from there. I believe.
Fair
is
enough.
How Reddit works. All right. Would you like to go first?
Sure. Cases of leprosy, historically uncommon in U.S., surge in Central Florida, CDC says. Unfortunately, though, leprosy is something that only affects people, so it isn't expected that Florida will be one of the appendages that falls off.
Very good. And first joke off.
Oh,
And I
shit.
like this. Cases of leprosy on the rise in Florida, which, when combined with all the diabetes, gun violence, and alligator attacks, makes Florida the best state to play. How did you lose your leg?
Nice.
Thank you.
Very nice.
Huh. All right.
Well, there you
Reddit.
go. You can
Yeah.
decide which one you like better. You won't say anything anyway. The comments we'll get
Yeah.
are going to be some sort of like, "I didn't know you soy boy cooks gave
Your-
up on America."
Your girlfriend will vote for you.
yeah,
Craig
Arden,
Craig
please vote
Haas
for
will
me.
vote for
Mom,
me.
please vote for me.
And the war will never end.
This has just become a bringer show at this
Yeah.
point.
All right. a Ukrainian fencer scorned a Russian's handshake, challenging the sport's traditions. Although others would say the Russian fencer broke tradition first by foregoing the fencing sword and instead launching an unprompted missile at the opponent.
I like that.
Thank you.
Here we go, as we were talking about, a large brawl in Alabama as people defend black riverboat worker against white assailants. Historians say there hasn't been a riverboat incident this racist since Huckleberry Finn refused to call his friend just Jim.
Nice.
Thank you.
One for the literary crowd.
That's right.
Which is not anyone listening to us.
That's okay. If you have read Huckleberry Finn, you know, funny joke.
Yeah, yeah. Is that the one you were hesitant about?
No.
Okay.
The one I'm hesitant about, I actually cut. I'm not doing it.
Oh.
I'll do it next week.
Yeah, well, here's the one I'm about to do and then decide. Okay. Orlando Magic NBA team donated $50,000 to DeSantis Super PAC, drawing scrutiny and criticism. The owner says he knows this may not be popular amongst black players, but he wouldn't have done it if he didn't truly believe deep down that the best players in the league are white now.
All right, fine. I'll do it. I'll do it but I just don't like the joke. It's edgy, but I don't know if the juice is worth the squeeze. But I will do it now because we've created so much tension.
It's true.
I feel like people think I wrote something horrible.
This
and
is
I
the
did.
second time I'm goading you into racism.
100%. You are goading me into well, it's a racial joke. More about how dumb I am. Following a coup d'etat, General declares himself leader of Niger, though I do not agree with this headline because I do not think you're allowed to call them that anymore.
It tiptoes. It tiptoes.
Yeah, it's on the line. It's more about how dumb I am whenever I see the name of a country in Africa.
I got
They
hit.
can't name a country that.
My mom hit me at a very young age for mispronouncing that.
Yeah.
Once. Yeah, that was how I learned.
Yeah,
that's how you learn racial slurs.
Right.
You beat racism into your children.
Exactly.
It's like they got me fucking hit.
All right. I'm going to continue with my 20 plan because that was
okay. Yeah, go for it.
I don't want that one to count for me. Don't clip that one out, please.
I probably wasn't going.
Yeah, that's okay. It wasn't that good. Donald Trump indicted on charges of overturning the election on January 6th. And Special Prosecutor Jack Smith begins the arduous task of proving that Trump committed crimes we all saw him do live on television.
Right on.
That's just bait.
Yeah. Leah Remini sues Church of Scientology and David Miscavige for alleged...
Dave, sorry, buddy. Can you take another run at it?
Why not? If I can pronounce her name twice in one sitting, that would be very... Leah Remini. No, fuck, I already forgot how to say it. Leah Remini sues Church of Scientology and David Miscavige for alleged harassment, stalking, and defamation, to which the church responded, so what you're saying is that Kevin James does not have a new sitcom coming out anytime soon. I know.
I like
Made
that
me
one.
take the fucking
like
side
that
of Scientology
like
for
that
once.
one. Yeah, right.
We know you're just trying to plug your new doc.
Donald Trump pleads not guilty of trying to overturn the election, though interestingly, he did it by slamming down a boombox and playing all of Shaggy's "It Wasn't Me." Wait, this one has an act out.
Oh.
When you're trying to throw an insurrection and you get caught, just tell them it wasn't me. That's Shaggy has a weird.
I love the British
Shaggy doesn't have
nation.
100% Jamaican accent. He's got that
was
weird.
Bob Marley.
Yeah.
Just trying to make you racist the third time. Going for the racist turkey.
The racist turkey. That is a pretty good.
Pretty
That's
good.
a pretty good name.
Pretty good.
Louisiana you're good now? Cool. Louisiana public schools now required to display "In God We Trust" in all classrooms. Now they just have to decide if they're going to put up the displays now or wait until they have to rebuild the schools after the next hurricane.
Fitch downgrades U.S. long-term debt rating, and experts worry that if further downgrades occur, the U.S. could become so in debt that it starts to consider stand-up comedy as a viable career.
I like that one.
Thank you.
Lizzo denies former dancers... let's start that over. Lizzo denies former dancers' allegations in sexual harassment lawsuit. She said the accusations are so overblown that she could whip them out and shake them at the Staples Center. Fat shaming,
I love
Lizzo.
it. Hey, we can do it now. She's fair game. She's fair game. WWE boss Vince McMahon hit with federal grand jury subpoena and search warrant last month, the company reveals. And what's worse, the entire concept of a brawl that gets settled by a folding chair has just been reclaimed by Black Riverboat captains. So,
nice. Florida effectively bans AP psychology course over sexual orientation, gender content. Although this may just be a start to ban all AP courses, as in Florida, taking those classes is the quickest way to being called gay anyway.
One of Louisiana's only pediatric heart transplant doctors, a gay man, is moving because of anti-LGBTQ laws, which is sad, because the doctor's absence will make it that much harder for the people of Louisiana to have a fucking heart.
Get him.
Thanks.
All right. Here's one of the stupid ones I added last second because no reason. Okay.
Waxing philosophical.
No, I was just like, I
this
should
one.
probably replace this one. Then I never did. Former The Bachelorette star announces she's dating a woman. Although the signs have been there before. Former The Bachelorette star announces she's dating a woman. Although the signs have always been there. For example, when instead of giving the contestants roses, she handed out power tools. Yeah, I don't need to save that one anyway.
Yeah,
I don't
it's not
think.
clipping. We're not clipping that one. Vegan influencer Zana Samsonova dies from starvation and exhaustion after switching to diet of only tropical fruit. Doctors apparently said that by the time she got to the hospital, her shit was bananas.
WNBA star Diana Taurasi becomes first in league history to score 10,000 career points. This is a monumental record that will stand until 7 games into the career of the first transgender WNBA player.
Good one. Now you got to clip that one out. I laughed quietly at that one. That one was so good. I couldn't even really laugh.
You just don't want to go down in flames with me.
That's right. I'm gonna be like, you can't. If you hear the audio back, that is not me laughing.
Our new
at that
transphobe and the
hilarious
racist. That would be a fun thing to write a theme song
They
for.
said they are allowed. These white men can fat shame Lizzo.
It's transphobe and the racist in the morning.
Well, there we go. All right. Okay. All right. Rudy Giuliani in vile new audio transcripts says, quote, Jewish men have small cocks. Yeah, as most react with disgust, we here at the Weekday Comics will never talk badly about fans of Dave Framiano.
Hey. 74-year-old female teacher faces 600 years behind bars for sexual assault on teen. This harsh sentence was designed to be an example to other teachers out there. If you plan on being sexually inappropriate with a student, you better not be old and gross.
Yeah. Okay. Arkansas highway temporarily blocked after truck dumps nacho cheese on roadway. Turning a normal interstate road into an 95.
Man, you're living on dump button.
Dan's living La Vida Loca.
There you go. Come on. It's nacho cheese.
I have a joke that uses. Okay, yeah. No, I loved it. But wow, love it.
We're taking chances here in this episode.
Oh, yeah.
Chick-fil-A unveils futuristic design with kitchen above drive-through lanes. They want to make it appear that God is raining down fried chicken on us, just as a small thank you to the few states that have taken away a woman's right to choose.
I like that. I didn't see that one coming. Sounds good. Passengers were stuck on plane for 7 hours with no air conditioning, no food, and no water, passengers say, which means another Southwest flight has gone off without a hitch.
Jeez. You are really going at Southwest these past few weeks.
Yeah. Unless they pay to advertise, in which case Southwest is the only way to fly.
Then we're coming after you, Spirit. All the jokes are interchangeable.
Yeah, really, you could say any airline.
Yeah,
and
really,
they'll
yeah.
work.
All right, more than 440 reporters lose press passes after White House changes requirements. This may end up cutting down on reliable news sources that people rely on, like BuzzFeed's "Which presidential drone strike are you?"
I'm the wedding in Yemen. Nice. Thank you. Adidas brings in $437 million from the first Yeezy sales, and they will donate 25% to charity. While some are angry Kanye shoes remain on the market, others insist this is the most value we've stolen from a Nazi product since Robert Oppenheimer got all those Jewish scientists.
Anheuser-Busch Air says ancestors would be rolling over in their grave over fiasco, but has hopes that they'll go back to resting well when this trans nonsense is behind them and they can go back to being the primary delivery method for roofies.
Celebrities like Oprah Winfrey. Let me try that again. Celebrities like Oprah Winfrey, Meryl Streep, and Leonardo DiCaprio donate $1 million each to the SAG-AFTRA fund for striking actors. Though Leo said if the strike lasts more than 25 weeks, he's dumping the cause.
That man is an icon.
God bless him.
Jamie Foxx deletes and apologizes for social media post users accused of being horrifically anti-Semitic. Although this may help provide some clues as to why he was basically declared dead, but then showed up fine a few days later.
Yeah, that's great. That's a great one.
Thank you. Thank you.
That was really good. Our bears are real, a Chinese zoo says, denying that they are, quote, humans in disguise. Though the confusion is understandable, as every Chinese zoo animal requires several cigarette breaks a day.
Those pictures, this story made me fucking judge bear asses, though, when it was fucking...
It does.
Flat ass, like,
they had like a Zapruder film of the bear sitting down, and it was like, you watch him sit, and then I was like, no, it sits like a bear.
Yeah,
it's got to be a bear.
It had me checking its ass out.
When it was
in standing position. Okay,
like
okay, so it wasn't just me.
No, I watched the video of the bear sitting down to prove that it was a bear.
All right, well, not to be out-racisted by Dan this week. I hope this comes off as somewhat endearing. I don't think it will.
This is when you were calming me down about that Niger joke when we were talking prior to the episode. This is what you meant?
No.
Oh.
Maybe. We'll see. NASCAR indefinitely suspends driver after liking George Floyd meme. The organization spoke out against this act, saying, "We here at NASCAR are against celebrating the actions of Officer Chauvin, especially since we think we could have shaved some minutes off that murder."
Ooh, that's a spicy joke right there.
That's good.
Yeah, that is spicy. That's exactly what we're trying to do here at the Weekday Comics. Put our non-existent careers in a little bit of a rocky spot because of the things that we say. All right, I got a little palate cleanser for you for that one. Cha-Cha slide creator DJ Casper dead at 58. In lieu of flowers, the family asks that you put your hands on your knees. Hands on your knees. All right.
Woo. All right, let's go over to sexism for a little while, can we? Yeah.
Shall we?
Barbie joins $1 billion club, breaks another record for female directors, which is great because we all know how much they complain about the movie. Which is great because we all know how much they complain if the movie only raked in 830 million. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, 70%.
Oof.
It's okay.
Ooh, did I struggle through
with
that one? Yeah.
It happens.
But it was in too deep.
Wayne Brady comes out as pansexual, settling once and for all the question of America's greatest improviser, as Wayne Brady now says yes and to genitalia.
All right. Joke off.
Joke off. How are we going to let Wayne Brady be in pan not go?
Wayne Brady comes out as pansexual, often seen as kind of a sexual free-for-all. Find out more about pansexuality on his newest show, Whose Dick Is This Anyway?
I like that one. I'm glad we don't have a guest because you beat me for that one. That is good. Okay, where's my... Oh, yeah, right, okay. Italian man crushed to death under a falling stack of cheese wheels.
Nice.
But that can happen when you're making oopsarella.
What? All right, good. That's a good
You gotta
palette.
get stupid. Yeah,
Yeah,
you gotta get
oh,
stupid.
no,
I would've thought you
I'm
said-
gonna out stupid you fucking
Okay,
big
good.
time here.
Good,
Oh,
good,
if you
good.
use pancetta, that'd be amazing.
No, no, it's not a joke off. It's
Okay,
just a
okay.
very stupid joke.
Wonderful.
Champion boxer known as Butterbean reveals he's down more than 200 pounds.
Oh, wow.
As a method of rebranding for this new healthier persona, he will now be going by, I can't believe it's not Butterbean.
Nice.
I like it. It's cute.
Nice.
That is
Very
stupid,
fun.
but it's
Very
great.
fun.
That's exactly what I like in a joke. Pope says church open to everyone, including LGBT people, but it has rules. Rule number 1, only the bishops get to wear the assless chaps.
All right, I got 2 more. This is the bad one, and I have one that I like.
Yeah, I have 2 more left.
Texans minority owner faces rape, sexual abuse charges in Kentucky. They should have expected him to be a horrible person, though, when it turned out he took that role because he thought it meant he got to own minorities.
Sandra Bullock's longtime partner, Brian Randall, dead at 57. And if things weren't grim enough for Mrs. Bullock, if Brian's casket gets any slower than 60 miles per hour, it explodes.
God. That's so fun.
They've lowered the casket, and yeah, it's fucking. That's a hilarious fucking
Thank you.
visual.
So
Thank
fun.
you.
San Francisco's Catholic Archdiocese says it's going bankrupt due to child sexual abuse lawsuits. He did go on to say that people do need to face consequences for actions, even if they seem like second nature to them, and that's why these Jew lawyers need to be punished for trying to ruin their religion.
Okay. Yeah.
Little
All right.
misdirect.
I like it. I like it.
Gotcha.
All right. This is a little bit of a two-parter here, my last joke. What a great story this is. One of the only times I actually read the entire article rather than the headline.
Oh, shit.
You'll understand when I read you the headline. Trans woman says ex keeps her removed testicles in the fridge, demands their return. Okay, yeah. And who can blame her with the price of eggs? No, because I read the article, I have another joke. It's easy. Apparently, she left them behind after she walked out on him and realized she wanted them back. And who hasn't realized a couple weeks after a breakup that your shitty ex still has something you're attached to? You know? Okay.
God, I'm so ingrained by social media. I thought you meant the Twitter corporation.
Yeah,
Her
right.
testicles. God damn, what won't Elon do?
Yeah, right. Elon's coming for your testes now.
You have to break into Twitter headquarters.
$8 to use your own balls. $8 a
All
month.
right, what do we got coming up?
Oh, what do we have?
Let's talk about we're taking over another town.
Oh, hell yeah. Oh, this is a great story because DropTent, Mark Stodmeyer, the wonderful Mark Stodmeyer, booked us out at the Hershey Winery, which is a great venue. I think you've done it before.
Yes,
I've done it
several times.
It's a lot of fun. Great to get out there, by Hershey, the power plant out there, and see some comedy. And it's you and me. We got booked because we so graciously had Mark on our show. And then Mark was also a guest on another DropTent show called Seriously Dad with Jay Yoder and Albert Davis, 2 very funny comics. Jay was on this.
Albert's way too handsome to be on this.
I can't. No way. I can't.
I don't want to sit near him.
I can't. He'll make me look
Yeah.
so bad in comparison. He maybe can Skype in, but we got to use a filter on it.
Yeah.
But anyway, very, very funny comics. It's going to be a good time. Who produces those shows, by the way? Do they have a producer for those shows, Neil? Do you know? Who produces? Well, we know you produce our show. Who produces Seriously Dad?
Right, that would also be me.
Oh, that's also you. Why
That's
didn't
also
Mark
me.
ask you to be on the show? That seems weird that he would just completely forget you like
Yeah,
that.
no, it must be. Well, Albert Davis is already pretty nice, and I feel like he was very attractive, and I feel like it was like you can't do 2 attractive guys.
Sure, right. You got to
So that
remember it's
makes
comedy.
sense.
You don't want too many hotties
Yeah,
on the
it's a
screen, on the
problem.
stage at the
So,
same time.
but thank you for reminding me.
Of course, no problem. I just wanted
Who's
to bring
headlining that show? Is it the people that
Nah.
are more successful in life, or the ones with twice as many followers?
Something we should definitely we should definitely remind the nationally touring comedian
Yeah.
that's involved in Seriously Dad about how our marginally higher following.
Double.
Oh, is it double?
Oh yeah.
All right, then
Maybe,
we're fucking
yeah.
blowing him out of the
Yeah.
fucking water then. How about that? Fuck you, Jay Yoder. No, that'll be fun. I don't even know what day that is, but that's going to
It's
be a fun
Saturday.
show. Not this Saturday.
No. I think the 26th.
Yeah.
Hey, Mark,
Yeah.
I'm busy anyway. Can't do it. So I'm busy. I got too many shows.
Yeah, he's
and
gotta-
women to
He's got to
contact.
drain the tears out of his Haagen-Dazs.
Yeah.
I believe I'm not. I mean, hey, look, you should come to it anyway. I don't know if I'm 100% on this or not, but Jay Yoder, speaking of, he does a late night show at Soul Joel's. I believe he's doing one on Saturday the 12th, and I believe I'm on it. But that all could be a lie. So, hey, check my social media.
Get
if you
that
wanna see me.
confirmation.
Yeah.
Let's see. Follow us on Reddit. Can you follow people on Reddit?
You can, I think, but why would you? Just come look at us on Reddit.
I haven't posted anything. I don't know.
Then
you
don't look at us on Reddit.
Yeah, well, tell me how to use Reddit.
All right, we'll talk about it after the show.
And listen out for my voice soon. Not that soon. I haven't even recorded. I've been asked to do voice acting.
Wow, for what?
A cartoon that my friend Neil, better Neil, he wrote. I read the script, the pilot last night.
Okay.
Hilarious.
Who do you play?
My first name is Frosh.
Okay.
I'm a news reporter.
Okay.
Yeah. Let me see if there's a
Are you
last
like some
name.
anamorphic
I
news
do
reporter
not
that's
know
a-
what the. I don't know what the character looks like. I'm just excited to jump into the booth.
Yeah, sure.
It's probably not a booth. I can't. Neil, he's got his shit together, but I still don't see it being in
It being
a
a whole
booth.
booth.
Yeah.
All right. Well, you got to get a picture of whatever this character is as fast as you can, and we got to have it on the podcast, just like a still, like a cell of the animation.
I confirmed that I would do this at 1:30 in the morning. I know he's got a family,
Oh, there you go.
but I told him I'll read your script and then I'll send you a text at a very unnecessary hour.
And then God, you did. And
Yeah.
now you're in a goddamn movie.
my journalistic integrity is intact. Method, fucking.
Well,
hell
I'm
yeah.
excited. I'm excited to see this. Do you have any other shows coming up this weekend? Anything?
No, don't worry about that.
Okay.
Let's
so
talk voice acting.
You're definitely a weekday. We're weekday comics this week. That's for damn sure. What about you, Neil? You got anything this weekend?
Yeah, you can come check me out this Friday at Myers Brewing Company. We've got two shows, 7:30 and a 9:30. So get those tickets for only $12. You can do that at droptent.com/events or go over to IamNeilWood.com and get the tickets there all on Eventbrite. And I'll be on the late night show at, if you're in the area, in the Philadelphia area, with Dan DePriel, I believe, on the 26th.
Yes.
For Soul Joel, so you can come and check out that nice late night spot.
Oh yeah, I'll see you there.
And we're at Myers every second and fourth Friday, so come on out to that. We've got Wissahickon Brewing Company coming up in September, and actually this Thursday, this Thursday I should say, I'll be at Postgame at High Note Humor
yeah, I
with
might
a great
pop into
lineup.
that.
Yeah, Dave's gonna be over there.
No, I
think
did the
he's my-
last one, but just
Yeah, you're gonna pop in.
to
You'll
hunt
be
for
there.
guests.
Yeah, you'll see how awkward we are
ends.
together. It's great. So come on out for that.
Cool. Always a fun time to High Note.
No, they run some great shows over at the tap room and they don't get enough love. So
Yeah.
go to it. Thank you guys. I appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
And thank you guys for listening / watching. We hope you enjoy our solo shows. I feel like this actually stayed surprisingly on the rails. I expected this to go a lot crazier. The most racist we got was during our jokes. That never happens.
We dipped a toe into that pool
A little bit.
several times.
Yeah. But
But
I
we
would not
never-
dip my
we
toe
never-
into that pool because someone's going to
We
become
never
swimming
jumped
at
in,
you
yeah.
real fast.
Now that you know they can swim, nah.
We gotta go to the
That's it for us. Goodbye, everybody. Live podcast. Well, there we go. Thanks for listening, everybody.
Oh, man, that was a. we fucking landed that like Kerry Strug should have.
How you doing? This is Neil Wood from the Cult of Us podcast, speaking on behalf of DropTent Media Network, the network you're currently listening to. Make sure to check out all the other podcasts on the network. You can go to droptent.com to check them all out. Make sure to like, subscribe on everything that you see DropTent on. We appreciate it. Go to droptent.com now.
This has been a DropTent Media production.